everybody, it's Megan. Thanks so much for joining me today. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer or subscriber. Thank you everyone for taking time out of your day to watch this video. So, as you can see from the title, I am going to be doing my empties, and this is going to be for May and June, or whenever I did the empties of my last video. My last video says March and April, but I don't remember exactly when I filmed it, so this might only be a month and a half worth of products, but it also might be a full 2 months. I'm not quite sure, I don't quite remember, but I have a lot of products here, and something that I'm going to be doing this time, because they're in here and I don't want to have to sort through them, is I am going to be including the items that I did show in my Project Use It Up for spring and also for summer. If you're interested in seeing those videos, I will leave a link to the playlist for my Project Use It Ups, but I do have those empties here, so you will be seeing them. I'm probably going to go through those a little bit faster because I know I've talk to them at length in those actual Project Use It Up videos. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The products are all kind of mixed up in here. So I know I usually start off with like the non-body care and then transition into the body care. Today it's just going to be a random pull, what I pull out of the bag. And I'm actually going to start with the, where is it? I'm actually going to start with the products that I've used up most recently, and that was these two products. It's Vanilla Confetti Sparkle in the shower gel and in the body cream. These were in my summer Project Use It Up, which I do have an update. You should have already seen it, as in like it's already up on my channel, and I'll leave a link to that as well. But this is what I've used up. I really enjoyed this scent. I go in more depth in the Project Use It Up update, but basically this is a nice vanilla scent that I felt was very smooth and pleasant, and I really enjoyed this scent. That is actually something that I would probably repurchase again if it came out exactly like that, because I am currently really enjoying it. All right, other things that I've used up. So again, more body care. This was from my spring Project Use It Up, Cozy Evening in the shower gel, and then also Cozy Evening in the body cream. I also really like that one, although it was a little bit more of an evening go to bed scent for me. I also used up Coconut Cream Pie in the body lotion. This was the original packaging. That is not a repurchase for me because I'm just not a coconut gourmand person. I did use up Prismatic Stars. This was also in my spring Project Use It Up. I used up the shower gel and the body cream. I think that this is more of a cold weather or cooler weather scent because of the like plum and cashmere notes. And so I do remember kind of pushing to use this up because I was so close to being done. But I did enjoy it. I don't think it would be a repurchase. It was kind of like, I remember enjoying it. I still have the body mist, but I don't think I would get another full set of it. Other things that I've used up. So I have used up 2 of these smaller BioTrue, Bosch & Lomb BioTrue contact solution, multi-purpose solution bottles for my contacts. These are the 10 fluid ounce sizes, which is why I end up going through about one a month, because that's just like what I'm able to access and buy at either CVS or Target. I know that you can go to Costco and get like bigger sizes of the multi-purpose solution, but this is just easier for me. And those were the 2 that I had on hand. I did finish up a Oral-B Glide floss. This is my preferred floss. This one is in the Comfort Plus in the mint flavor. I talked about how I had tried the cocoa floss, and it has a thicker rope-like floss, which I liked how it cleaned my teeth, but I didn't like how if you didn't have perfectly even teeth and you had crowding in your teeth, then the floss would get stuck and actually start to fray a little bit. So that's what I didn't like about Cocoa Floss, and I ended up canceling that subscription because it's also a little bit more expensive. I really like the Glide for the reason that I still feel like it cleans my teeth. It gets the gunk out that I need, you know, for flossing, but it also doesn't get stuck between my teeth. I do have a little bit of crowding. Even though I had orthodontic work done, I was one of those bad people who did not continue to wear their retainer like 2 years after I finished the orthodontic work. So my teeth have shifted a little bit, especially at the bottom. I do have a little bit of crowding now. So this works out really, really well for me. So I did finish one of those. I have another one that I'm using. Another thing that I also worked through was this Native deodorant. This is in the scent Cashmere and Rain, which I really, really like as a scent. I currently have another one of these that I'm using in the same scent. I find that I really like the Native deodorant. Now, I don't sweat a whole lot. I do sweat and I do smell, especially after being pregnant. My hormones changed and I noticed that my BO was a little bit stronger. Too much information, perhaps? It's the reality. So one of the things that I found was that this still kind of combated any bad smells, but I liked the fact that it was, you know, more natural. Supposedly it's paraben free, aluminum free. It still does the job. I don't have trouble with a lot of like sweat, so I don't need an antiperspirant. I just need more of a deodorant, and this is good for me. This works for me. I have this one in the Cashmere and Rain scent. I also have a peppermint scent as well. I find that they're light. They don't, on me, the scent does not carry too much, so I don't feel like I'm smelling my deodorant, but I also don't think I'm smelling myself. And I know my husband would tell me if I smelled, and he hasn't said anything. So I'm gonna assume things are fine. This has worked out for me really well. And like I said, I don't really sweat a whole lot unless I'm exercising or I'm like actively walking around outside, which now that summer is here, maybe I will be more, but that's worked out for me really well. I did kind of move away from using like Dove deodorants, which was what I was using before, and Degree. I also really like that one as well. But Native has been working out really well for me. So now that I've spent like several minutes talking about Native deodorant and deodorant in general and body odor, let's move on. So I did finish a shampoo, which I don't really go through a whole lot of shampoo that quickly. I have a lot of hair, but my hair is very straight, as you can see. It's also very fine, and I don't really think I have a lot of it. I do know that I have a little bit of thinning on top. So I did end up using this Living Proof, it's like a full, like a body shampoo. I liked this. I like the scent of Living Proof. I think the Living Proof products are really nice, especially for the shower gel and the dry shampoo. Should I say shower gel? I meant shampoo. The shampoo and their dry shampoo is really good. But I found that I was using the Native shampoo and conditioner that I have more, and I felt like my hair was a little bit better moisturized than when I was using this. Because this is like a full, like adding body and volume shampoo, I felt like it was just drying my ends out. Like my scalp was fine, but the ends were drying out. Even though I only shampoo my scalp, just the fact of rinsing the shampoo out and it kind of runs through the rest of your hair, it felt like it was drying my hair out a little bit. And I just like how my hair feels after using the Native shampoos. So I do have a backup of this because I got this at TJ Maxx for like $16.99 instead of the normal like $25 to $29 that it is regularly priced. So I did get a backup of this and I have that, but it's not something that I use all the time. Like I think I was using this like once a week or like twice a week when I really wanted more of the scent, or I thought I was going somewhere where I wanted a little bit like more body or lift or dryness in the scalp. But in general, this is not a product I'm going to probably repurchase, at least not in the body and volumizing version. The moisturizing shampoo might work out really well for me. I don't know. So that might be something to try. All right. Continuing with other products. So I did finish 2 hand soaps. These are both the Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps. This one is in Vanilla Cloud, which has fragrance notes of whipped vanilla, apple blossom, and sandalwood. I don't remember smelling apple blossom. This just smells sweet with a little bit of the sandalwood scent. I really like the Vanilla Cloud. I think I have a backup of this in foaming and in the gel. I really like the scent. I would definitely repurchase that one. And then Open Sky is one of my favorite scents in the hand sanitizer and in the mist. The shower gel and the body lotion, not so much. There's too much freesia and like air notes. But in the hand soap, the vanilla and if there's any sweetness in the violet, or so no, sorry, the blackberries and the vanilla really come out in the hand soap and in the mist and in the perfume, and I really, really like it. So this one, if you kind of been piecing together the fragrance notes, it has notes of fresh air, wild blackberries, soft violet, and a cloud of comforting vanilla. And like I said, the fresh air and soft violet has like a powdery, airy note to it, which not my favorite in the rest of the body care, but I really, really liked it in the hand soap. I'm very sad I've used that up. All right, here's a random candle that I used. I haven't been able to burn any candles. My husband has been home more regularly, which is great in terms of family time, but bad in terms of burning candles because I can't burn any candles when he's around. But I did manage to finish a lemon cake pop candle. So this one I was able to burn all the way down to the bottom. It did get a little bit sooty in the wax at the very end, but the candle itself still smells decently well. It doesn't feel, I don't feel like the soot and the smoke kind of affected the scent too badly. And I really liked this kind of frosted yellow glass. So this one has scent notes of frosted citrus glaze, vanilla cake pop, and sugar crystals. And it kind of smells like the lemon pound cake, but the lemon pound cake has, one of them has a slightly more buttery note. I think the pound cake has the slightly more buttery note. This one was slightly less cakey. And a little bit more lemony, but I did really, really enjoy that, especially when I was watching videos of everyone talking about lemon pound cake. I was like burning this and I was really enjoying it. So I'm excited to have burned through that candle. All right, other products that I finished up that are kind of random. This was in my project Use It Up for spring. It's the wrapper for the Polar Bear Plunge bubble bar that I used up. That one was okay, but it was just too old. It's a peppermint scent, and it just lost any sort of scent after it went into the bath because I had had it too long. I did finish up a couple of pocket backs, which is very rare for me. Sorry if I'm getting off camera. I'm kind of like everywhere. I did finish up 2 pocket backs. The story is this one I legitimately finished. This one is Strawberry Snowflakes. I did legitimately actually finish that one. And then this one, my son helped me out. This one is Island Margarita. I had this completely full and new and unused. I left it on my dining room table to switch it into my purse, and my son grabbed it and decided he was gonna clean the table by spreading this liquid all over it. So he used probably 90% of this on the table, and I didn't actually get to use it. He smelled really clean. The table smelled really clean. Smelled like Island Margarita. I think I only used this like 4 or 5 times afterwards. So my son mostly used it, and then I finished this one. So those are 2 pocket backs. Pocket backs just take me a really long time because I just would prefer to wash my hands. That's my preference. I did finish a couple of wallflowers. So this one is honeysuckle and peach spritz. I did get through that one. This one says it's the fragrance is fruity and happy, and has fragrance notes of honeysuckle blooms, juicy peaches, and orange zest. I did enjoy that one. I like that one. I think I would repurchase that if I was into getting wallflowers, but I am trying to move away from wallflowers. And then this one was Sunrise Woods, and this one is fresh and relaxing. The notes are creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. I do remember liking Sunrise Woods a lot, and I kind of wish I had more of those. That is definitely one that I would repurchase in the wallflower. It was just a very pleasant, slightly like fresh, but the sandalwood had kind of that like slightly incense, very, very light incense note. It was a very pleasant scent for me. All right, I'm almost at the end. This is my Proven Skincare Cleanser. This is something that I finished up when I did the project, not Project Use It Up, when I did the Empties for March and April. I had finished the day and night cream, but I hadn't finished the cleanser. So I actually finally finished that one. That's something that I constantly use and I really enjoy. Another fragrance mist from my spring Project Use It Up. This is White Coconut and Caramel. I did finish that one up. Not a repurchase because I'm just not a caramel coconut person. And then this one is the Fable and Mane hair oil. My dog just woke up, so if you hear her, sorry about that. I'll try to edit some of that out. This is the Fable and Mane Holy Roots hair oil. It says stronger hair begins with healthy roots. So this is an oil that you like add to your roots and then you kind of massage into your scalp and you leave it there for at least 5 minutes, ideally overnight. I really like the way that this smells. It just smells like nice hair care. So I've used a whole bottle of this and I do like it, and I do have a new one of these that I use. I use this about once a week, maybe twice a week, and I definitely try to leave it in for at least 5 minutes. And if it's like a Friday into a Saturday, then I'll leave it in overnight and then wash it out the next morning. I don't know, I feel like I have more hair growth, like I'm seeing little hairs kind of come in, but I don't know if it's from this specifically or if it's just the act of massaging my scalp, which is something that I hadn't done before this. So I don't know if it's just kind of stimulating new hair growth because of like, you know, I'm touching my scalp and bringing like blood flow to it, or if it's actually because of this. But either way, it's not too expensive. I think this is like $35, $36. And so for the hair growth products, it's on the more reasonable side. And like I said, I'm enjoying the scent. I got a new one. So that was a repurchase for me. All right, these last few items are mostly things that I'm decluttering. This one was a nail oil that I had. I had basically used this up. This was from an indie nail company. I can't remember what the indie nail company is, and I also don't have it anywhere on here, but I did remember enjoying this, and it's on a little roller ball, so I really enjoyed the application of this. I felt like it wasn't that messy. And then these last two products are products that I'm just decluttering. One is this ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil. I've just had this for too long, and I think it's starting to turn. It kind of just smells. It's also really kind of, there's no color. It's kind of sparkly. I don't gravitate towards this at all. So I'm just going to declutter that, get rid of it. I'm not going to pass that on to anyone because I have used it. And then this Tatcha Silk Sunscreen Hydrating Mineral Shield. Take a look at this packaging. Look how destroyed this packaging is. The packaging is awful. Not only because it actually peels, but also it is a mess. It's easy to squeeze out. I really like that part, but it is a mess in terms of the packaging. And this flakes off, and if your hands are moist from from putting the sunblock on, and then you touch this, you actually end up with flakies, and then you end up with flakies on you. And so this, I really loved the actual formula of this. I felt like the formula was really nice. It has a slightly peachy tint to it, so it didn't leave a white cast on me. I like that it's SPF 50. It has the niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, so I felt like it did moisturize. But oh my God, this packaging is not worth the what is this, $50, $60? I think this is $60. And I know other people have talked about this. I think I've seen from, is it Leah Janae? She's talked about how she decluttered this because of the packaging. It's awful. In the end, I am decluttering this mainly because it's expired. I started using this Proven Skincare and just other sunblock item, like sunblock protection, that where the packaging wasn't as awful, and I put this to the side and I stopped using it. And now I think it expired earlier this year, like February 2023, and I think I tried it. It might have broken me out a little bit. So I was just like, I'm ready to get rid of this. Just, it's so disappointing. Like, if they came out with this in a packaging that didn't fall apart, I would buy this and I would use it. But it made me not want to use it because of how awful it looks and how the packaging would actually like transfers. You can't see that at all, but it actually transfers onto your fingers and then onto your skin, and you get like little flecks of packaging. So ending my empties on kind of a negative note, but if you were thinking of this and considering it, don't, because of the packaging, unless you're willing to deal with that, because that's what's going to happen. All right, that is everything for my empties. Let me know if you like me including the Project Use It Up items in my empties. I don't do empties every month, so it's kind of like a nice, like, oh yeah, I did finish that up from, you know, way back at the end of April, beginning of May. I had completely forgotten about those products, so that was kind of fun. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye.